This is my bike. Yes, there are many like it, but this one is mine.
Hello YouTubers, subscribers and friends, welcome to my channel. 1 down, 4 up, aka Moto Back. People ask me all the time, hey, why do you call yourself Moto Back? I thought you were 1 down, 4 up. Well, I am. 1 down, 4 up is my moto vlog channel. Moto Bat is me. I'm Moto Bat, and especially in the hangouts I'm Moto Bat. Reggie with 2 G's hangouts. Shouting out Reggie with 2 G's. Reggie with 2 G's! Oh, I hurt my throat. Ah, man, I tell you what. This sucks. Living with diabetes, man, or learning to live with diabetes. That's what I'm trying to do. Learn to live with diabetes. It sucks having to learn to live with any kind of disease. Diabetes, cancer, whatever else diseases are out there. You know, you never really think about this stuff until it happens to you. And then you're like, what the hell? You know, I was diagnosed with diabetes last July. Apparently I've had it a lot longer than that. I had just been ignoring the symptoms and the pain that I was going through for quite some time, because the symptoms I'm dealing with now are the symptoms that I've had for quite some time, even way before I was diagnosed in July. I think by the time I was diagnosed it had gotten worse. And it's a very serious disease, man. People die from diabetes all the time. Type 1, type 2 diabetes. I'm not type 2. Mostly people that are overweight, heavier, or type 2. When the doctor diagnosed me with diabetes and everything started to make sense, what I was going through, what I was dealing with. The lost vision. I lost my vision for 2 days. I mean, I couldn't see. I thought I had gone blind. And that's what made me take the symptoms that I was having more serious, because 2 days of being to where you can't see, I mean seriously, it's like somebody put Vaseline over my eyes. I could not see. Was enough to finally let my wife take me to the doctor, because I couldn't drive because I couldn't see. And they did the blood test on me, and the doctor pretty much said, with all the red flags I've been telling him, that he won't know for sure after the blood test what's wrong with me. Well, my vision started to come back slowly. But once he told me it might be diabetes, I started making changes. I started researching and reading more about diabetes, because me myself, I had no idea what diabetes consists of. I mean, you hear about other people have it, and some kids have it. Some, you know, your 20s you get it, and get it when you get older. I'm 51 years old, so it's hard to live with diabetes, because I mean, you have to control what you eat. You got to control your blood sugar. And I didn't know anything. I heard about it, but I had no clue what diabetes was. And now I'm trying to learn how to live with it, because it's a lifestyle change you have to make. And it's hard, man. I'm an old dog, man. You got to learn new tricks, you know. So once the doctor knew for sure that it was diabetes, and told me, oh, you know what, we'll put you on some different medication, try this out, and see how it works. I'm like, what do you mean try it out? And he's like, well, everybody's body is different. You know, everybody's body reacts to medicine differently, so we need to start testing you on different types of medication and see what will work for you. And I'm a guy that don't like to go to the doctor, and I definitely don't like taking medication. So I told him, what do you mean gotta try different medication? He goes, well, the medication, I'm not gonna lie to you, has side effects, so we need to know what side effects you get from the type of medicine that I want to prescribe to you, so we know which ones to change and which ones will work for you. And I pretty much told him, yeah, no, I don't think so. I'm not getting on any kind of medication. Is there any kind of way I can cure this? And on my own, without medication? He says, well, there's no cure for diabetes, but you can change your diet, exercise, and drink plenty of water. And I said, well, I don't believe that, and I'm going to beat this stuff. And that's what I've been doing. Now, there are days when I have bad days. I get a high, what they call sugar spike. and it can be very painful. I don't know how people with type 2 diabetes live with type 2 diabetes, because diabetes sucks. It is a very painful disease. So I have been pretty successful, though, more success than failures, at keeping my blood sugar fairly low, and changed my diet drastically. And along with diabetes was hypertension. A lot of people have hypertension because the body is all out of whack, and everything gets all knocked out of sync. So you have to not only fight diabetes, you got to fight hypertension. I have been 100% successful at fighting the hypertension. I no longer have hypertension. My blood pressure is normal all the time now, and basically because I just stopped drinking sweet tea. I stopped caffeine and chocolate and junk food, and I've been eating pretty healthy, and I have fixed the hypertension. I no longer take any kind of headache medicine since last July, and I've been pretty good at that. But as far as changing my eating habits has been pretty good. Every once in a while, well, the front end just slid on me. Every once in a while, I get the hankering to eat some kind of bread, because it's really hard, because I was a huge peanut butter and jelly, not peanut butter and jelly, but peanut butter and honey eater. So for someone to, excuse me one minute, I'm gonna fix something. For someone to tell you can't have something anymore, it's like, man, you want it even more. Industrial complex. So yeah, just checking, that's neutral. So yeah, so every now and then I want to eat bread, like especially with spaghetti and stuff. Like, here's one thing I learned: don't ever take anything that says sugar-free, because it's not sugar-free. Sugar-free stuff, anything sugar-free, is worse than taking sugar, because I get my sugar spikes immediately whenever I take something with sugar-free, faster than if I was to just use sugar. So I learned that right away. Don't take anything sugar-free, because it's going to be more painful than just using sugar. And another word for sugar is carbohydrates, because your body breaks carbs down into sugar. So that's why I can't eat bread, because it breaks it down into sugar, and you get a sugar spike, and then comes the pain, the electrical shocks down the knees into the toes, you know, the sugar spikes. I mean, my blood sugar was pretty high, 200, I think it was 69 when I first found out. I've been able to keep it between 110, which is normal, and 125. When I do get a sugar spike, which is every now and then, not maybe once every month, it gets up at about 145. So I don't know how people with type 2 diabetes, which is worse, live day by day, because just a little bit of pain that I deal with drives me freaking nuts. If I'm able to help anybody out there, even just one person, that you can do this naturally and you can fight it, because I do exercise every day. If I do want to eat something that's like a hamburger or maybe some french fries, I don't eat as much as I usually do. I would eat the whole thing of french fries. Now I eat maybe a quarter of what I normally would have ate. And if I eat a hamburger, immediately I will tell my wife, hey, listen, you take care of the restaurant bill. I'm going to go run around the block a couple times, and just call me when you're done. I'll tell you where you're at and where I'm at. You can pick me up. And so that's what I do. If I do want to eat something like that, a hamburger or peanut butter sandwich, I exercise immediately, because it takes about 20 minutes for your body to realize that you've eaten this, and then it's going to take another whatever couple hours to get that out of your system. So if you can build up exercise routine after you eat something, you can burn it off. You can get your body to metabolize the food that you ate, because that's what happens with diabetes. Diabetes attacks your metabolism. Your body changes your body. It attacks the pancreas, the liver, the kidneys, and the gallbladder, and they all work in cahoots with each other. They're all filtration systems, and when one gets messed up, the others get messed up. Oh, look at that popo pulling someone over. That's a sweet looking bike, man. And so, yeah, your pancreas pretty much controls everything in your body. It controls your weight loss, your weight gain. It's what provides your body with natural insulin. It controls your hormones, your metabolism, when it tells your body when to start burning the sugar that your body is trying to convert into energy. So that's what I learned, that if you're going to eat anything bad to exercise, you know, don't have to be immediately, but within the first 20 minutes after you eat something. Otherwise, you're going to deal with the sugar spikes and the pain. And so, I mean, that's what I'm learning, so I don't have to take medication because I'm not dealing with any kind of side effects. My next door neighbor, he's got type 2 diabetes, which I found out recently, and he's on 12 different types of medication because each medication gives him a side effects, and he has to take medicine for the side effects. And he's been dealing with it 15 years, he said. And I don't like to take any kind of pills or medication if I don't have to. And I'm going to continue to do this the natural way as long as I possibly can. One other thing I learned, any kind of peanuts, you want to eat peanuts, peanuts will also drop your sugar count pretty quick, your sugar spikes. So I have to change the way I snack also, so I snack a lot on peanuts. Protein, anything protein, you can eat a lot of because protein doesn't convert to sugar. And your body breaks it down differently. And I noticed that my wife's Indonesian, she loves to eat pork, so I've noticed every time I eat pork, I get a drop in my blood sugar drastically. I mean, I don't have high blood sugar, I get low blood sugar, I mean, really low, to where I have to like grab a glass of orange juice or something like that just to get it up a little bit, because it drops it really low and I get really dizzy and lightheaded. So, I mean, I've only been living with this since, you know, since I've been diagnosed. I've been living with it a little bit longer. I would say I've been living with it maybe 6 months before I was diagnosed with it. So I would say, let's just say a year. But I've been learning to deal with how to live with it by changing my eating and exercising and stuff like that, just by all the research and reading and videos that I watch. And it sucks. I mean, living with any kind of disease sucks, but you know, as you get older, like me, I've set in my ways, so it's even harder to have to change the way I do things because I'm so used to being able to eat and drink anything I want most of my life. And now, you know, my body's trying to kill me by the food I eat. It's like right now I went to go on this ride. I checked my blood before I went to go on the ride because I don't want it to get low and I get dizzy and pass out and wreck. So it was 120, and that's because I had some bagels and cream cheese, which I haven't eaten in forever, and I just wanted it. So I did it, and then I got a sugar spike and started getting shoots of pain in my toes. And I did some exercising, and then I said, I'm going to go for a ride. And that's what I'm doing, and I can't see nothing, fogged up. Well, thanks for taking the time to watch my videos. If you have diabetes, I hope this helps you out. If you have any other kind of secrets or knowledge about diabetes, hit me up, man. Hit me a message down in the comment below. And if you haven't subscribed already, go on and click that subscribe button. And don't cost nothing, it's for free. And thanks for taking the time to watch my videos. I'm gone. I'm gone.
This is my outro. Yes, there are many like it, but this one is mine.